So let's see what's in store for the Aquarius people this year. All right. So for our actions and options, we have the Emperor card. So I'm going to tell you a really funny story. So before I even get on camera, I always shuffle my decks to make sure that they are clean and clear and ready and open. And as I was shuffling, the card that, like, as I was shuffling before I started this video, the card that jumped out was the Emperor. So the Emperor is speaking very loudly for us this year. Now, in terms of your actions and options and interactions with the world, this is a year for you to absolutely go for it. This is a year for you to boss the fuck up, right? I'm not playing with you, Aquarius. This is your year to really command your space and your sphere, whether this is in your career, whether this is in your love life, whether this is in your studies, whatever it is. This is a year where you have to show up in the best way that you possibly can. This is a card that says you lead by example. So this year you are getting stuck in, you're rolling up your sleeves and you are going after it. You are not holding back. This also suggests that your level of commitment this year absolutely goes through the roof. This is probably in terms of your career, but can be in general. The other thing is as well, in terms of the options that are available to you, there is a leadership or a top spot here. There's something here that allows you to be thrust into a position where you really are considered an authority in your chosen field or in some area of your life. This also suggests as well, for a lot of you, you will be doing something on a very official, like in a very official capacity. So I'm totally here for it. Your new moon this year is on the 9th of February at 20 degrees, right? So it's an interesting new moon for you this year, right? It's basically conjunct the fixed star within a 3-degree orb, right? But it's conjunct the fixed star Deneb Al-Gedi. Now, a lot of you probably won't know what that is. I urge you to look it up. For those of you that are into astrological magic and all of that kind of stuff, you'll know what I'm talking about. I believe that this is going to offer you a special kind of protection this year. Right? All right, so your first card out, it kind of typifies the year, right? It tells you what you're going to get more of for the year ahead. And your first card out this year is the Wheel of Fortune. Are you ready for change? Are you ready to get moving? I love it, I love it, I love it. The fact that we have this as the January energy, it does suggest that there is change here, right? And also that the hand of fate or the universe or God, whatever you want to call it, is stepping in on your behalf. The Wheel of Fortune is a beautiful card. It does represent luck, success, happiness, moving in the right direction, but it also represents the results that you get from the hard work that you put in, right? Or not, as the case might be, right? So this card, it only gives the results of what it is, right? So if you've put hard work in, you're likely to get good results. If you put so-so work in, you're going to get so-so results. Now, that being said, this does suggest that this year is potentially one that's got a lot to do with travel for you. It does look like this is an absolute change point year for you as well, right? So look, it is the Wheel of Fortune. The universe is working on your behalf, but you still got to show up, okay? With that said, on the second, should I say, we start the year with a Mercury retrograde. I know, collective sigh, but remember, Mercury goes direct on the 2nd of January, right? So we don't start the year with a Mars retrograde. We don't start the year with a Mercury, well, we do, but like literally for 2 days. And while there is going to be the post-retrograde shadow, it's really not that big a deal, right? So we kind of come into this year and it's going to get started pretty quickly. As if that wasn't enough, on the 21st of January, Pluto, the lord of so many things, right? Forget what it's the lord of. It's coming into the sign of Aquarius. This is a big deal for all of us in some way, shape or form, whether this is your sun, moon or your ascendant. Pluto coming into the sign of Aquarius is massive for the collective. It's massive for us on a personal level as well. This is coming into your first house. This is all about you, your body, your outlook, your mind, how you see things. Now, think back to March of 2023. Right through to sort of mid-July. At that point, you got a taster, just a little taster, like an amuse-bouche, as I like to call it, a little sort of hint of what this transit was going to bring in for you. So what were the trends, the energies and themes that were surrounding you, your body, your mind, your outlook, how you move through the world, who you're connected to, all of that stuff, right? And then it's going to dip back in on September the 8th into the sign of Capricorn. For just a little tiny bit longer, and then on the 20th of November it comes back into Aquarius full time for the next 20 years. This is a big deal for all of us, right? And your clarification energy on this is the Ace of Wands. That is fantastic. So this is a very creative energy. The Ace of Wands is movement, passion, fire. It's creativity at its best, and it's also pleasure. So this is going to be a month where you really are in that serious creative mode. The ideas are going to be flowing, the energy is going to be flowing, and things are going to be moving. This is a fiery, forward momentum kind of energy. So as you come into 2024, you're ready to hit the ground running, as they say. I love this. I'm actually totally here for this. Now, on February the 9th, we have the Aquarius new moon of the year. So whatever you are wanting to set intentions around for yourself, for your lifescape, that you maybe want to collect on in August, this is the time to set those intentions and to do it really powerfully, right? You've got Pluto in your sign, so you'll be able to do this at this point.